Well, I was just sitting here thinking about the great Little Richard, one of the founding fathers of rock and roll, who left his body, left the planet recently. And I was thinking, what is it that made him so unique? Because he was an extremely unique individual. Well, I decided to look at it from the Your Life Blueprint standpoint. So in his blueprint, he has the rebel personality, the rebel archetype in the area of relationships. So the area of relationships is how you interact with the world around you, how you interact with people, your friends, your family, neighbors, people you work with, just people in general, how you relate to them. There's 8 different ways of relating because there are 8 different personalities. In Little Richard's case, he had the rebel personality there. Not surprising at all, because he was a pretty rebellious individual. The rebel is different. The rebel is unique. The rebel is strange. The rebel is unusual. The rebel is iconoclastic. The rebel is mysterious. The rebel is foreign. The rebel is eccentric. Sound familiar? Little Richard. He loved to say and do things that shocked people. Watch any interview with him. I just watched a video on YouTube of him inducting Otis Redding into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And watch that, and you can see his unique personality, his rebel personality that likes to stir things up, that likes to create controversy, right? Just for the heck of it, a lot of times, just because, that's who he was, that different, unique, unusual, rebellious person in the world. Now, the area of relationships also governs a person's sexuality and their intimacy quotient, you could say. So the rebel, again, the most unusual one, the most unique one, the most different one. When you see that in the area of relationships, it many times gives the person a unique sexuality, which Little Richard had. Many times it governs bisexuality, in women especially, but also can be in men too, the rebel personality in relationships. So, yeah, that also was why his sexuality was like that. When you look at what made him famous, right, in the career area, he was governed by the integrative personality. That's like, it's a solar energy. It's like the sun, pretty much. So anyone with the integrative personality in career is going to shine, is going to be noticed, is going to, when they walk into a room, or when they put a song out on the radio, or when they do a concert or whatever, they attract all the attention. They are the only thing in the room when they're there that people look at, because it's like the sun just walked into the room, the bar, the concert hall, whatever. He was like the sun. He was radiating, shining, in control. Everything revolved around him on stage. all the other musicians, all the other band members revolved around him. That was because of this integrative personality that he had in career. He was destined to be famous, destined to be well known. And last but not least, I looked at his spiritual area, and there, very interesting, and you can tell this about him too, he had a very big heart. He was what we call a devotional spiritual type, or in yoga, a bhakti yogi. All about the heart, coming directly from the heart. And it can also lead someone, especially to the Christian religion, which it did in his case. And he became a minister as well. But he had this really, 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 really big heart. And anyway, this is just a brief little look at a brief little look at the great little Richard.